Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Northwest High, special edition of Grizzlies Boys Basketball today against the Topeka West Chargers. We're going to send it straight to the Brian Chadwick pregame interview, so stay with us after this quick timeout. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies Boys Basketball.
Hey man, you got out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
This is the Northwest Grizzlies Basketball pregame show. A look at past contests and a preview of today's game with head boys basketball coach Brian Chadwick. And now, here's the coach.
Back at the countdown to tip-off program, and as you can tell, we are courtside here before our game with Topeka West, and joined by head coach Brian Chadwick. Coach, a tough night last night against Bishop Carroll, but boys sure did play hard last night.
Yeah, tough night, Kevin. We played our tails off, worked hard. We just didn't come up with a victory, but we put ourselves out there as being a really hard team to play against, and I'm hoping we just keep growing from that.
The boys look good. 3/4 of the game, we're leading most of the way, even though we did get down a little. I shouldn't say we didn't lead the whole game. That's not true. But after getting down early, we took a nice lead, had a 4-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and then somebody put a lid on the basket.
Yeah, that lid was on the basket. It started early in the first quarter, too, against us, and then late in the fourth. We just probably got a little tired, but they're still young. We just got to make better plays, attack the basket with more confidence. Instead of looking for calls, we just probably got to make plays, Kevin.
How's the boys' mood today here going before the game today?
It's a different mood. It's more of a mood of, hey, we should have won that game, not of we lost the game. You know, it's just one of those moods where they know they're capable of playing at a high level, and I just can't wait to see them play today.
I know nothing at all about Topeka West, and to show you how little I know, I had their mascot wrong. And I've already apologized to the people from Topeka West who might be watching this. I had them as the Trojans. I came in, picked up the roster, and saw they're the Chargers. So, I apologize to the Topeka West fans. But what can you tell us about this team?
They have some really good guards. They have some number 3 Carr is really good. Griffin's been putting up a lot of numbers lately. Sutton is a blocking machine. They'll trap you. They'll zone you. They're playing pretty tough. They had a tough road loss last night versus Emporia. But they were up, and then they let up Emporia make a run. So they're licking their wounds a little bit, but they play in a tough league, Kev. So I expect a really tough game from them tonight.
Is that a league game for them? I honestly do not know.
I do believe it is. That's where Coach Bloomquist used to coach also. So it's kind of a homecoming for him. He spent many years at Emporia. So he had to go back there, and they didn't fare very well for him.
Today, anything different? First of all, how's the team physically?
Physically, everybody's pretty good. The only one we'll be missing is Jameer Cups. He's probably at the hospital right now in the ER for a high temperature. He had a fever that was really bad. So we may have a new starting lineup tonight.
We wish all the best to Jameer. Hope he recovers quickly and is able to play again on Tuesday. You have a big game on the road at Tuesday against Heights, and we don't want to look beyond this, but that's a big game and against a very good team as well.
Yeah, always playing Heights is a big game for me. I would spend a lot of time there, so I'd actually like to beat Joe one time before he retires. So we'll just take this game right here, the 2 o'clock tip-off, and then worry about Heights after that.
I could put the rumor out there that Joe's going to retire this year. That means your only opportunity to beat him would be Tuesday night.
No, I tried that a long time ago, and he's already been mad at me. So, no, that won't happen. So, no, it's okay.
Okay, well, we wish you the best of luck today. I know it's an unusual situation to be playing 2 games pardon me, 2 games in 18-hour span. And so both teams have the same problem. They both played last night. They both lost last night, and they're both playing 18 hours later.
Yeah, it's just a tough one. That's part of the scheduling for us because we were at that Topeka tournament with only 7 teams, but I think both teams are ready for it.
Okay. Wish you the best of luck today and look forward to another visit before Tuesday night. Before I let you go, though, tomorrow is Super Bowl Sunday. Who do you like?
I'm going to be a fan, Kevin. I'm really not going to call a winner at all because I'm not going against the Patriots. That's just not doing it. Tom Brady's been there way too much. Belichick's been there too much. I do like what the Eagles are doing, but I'm just going to be a fan.
Well, that's probably the smart play, and unfortunately, I'm not doing the smart play. I will be honest with you. I have been a Carson Wentz fan since his first year at North Dakota State. My wife and I have followed him. North Dakota State is in the Valley, which our son played in when he was in college, so we still have a vested interest in those schools, and obviously he won't be playing tomorrow because of his injury, but we still like the Eagles.
Oh, yeah, he's a heck of a player, and it was an unfortunate accident for him not to be playing, but yeah, he's a tough player.
Good luck today. Let's get a W.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Kevin, for being here.
Head coach Brian Chadwick on the countdown to tip-off pregame program. Stay tuned after this brief timeout for the starting lineup and the play-by-play of today's game against Topeka West. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies Boys Basketball.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies Basketball is on the air. Follow your Grizzlies basketball squad on the World Wide Web as they set out in pursuit of another 6A state title. And now, let's go courtside to your host, Kevin Arkin.
Thank you, Todd Taylor. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special afternoon edition. The national anthem here at Northwest High. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go right to the introduction of the players.
And now, for tonight's starting lineup, for the visiting Topeka West Chargers and your Northwest Grizzlies. For Topeka West, number 1, 6'1" senior, Elijah Griffin. And for your Northwest Grizzlies, number 1, 6'1" senior, Jalen Smith. Starting for the Chargers, number 3, 5'11" senior, Corian Carr. And for your Grizzlies, number 2, 5'7" senior, Sincere Bowen. Starting for Topeka West, number 4, 6'4" senior, Taylor Corbin. And for your Northwest Grizzly Boys, number 14, 6'5" senior, Javen Dixon. For Topeka West, number 22, 6'4" senior, Dave Struble. And for Northwest, number 20, 5'10" junior, Lincoln Phillips. Starting for Topeka West Chargers, number 31, 6'2" senior, Kendall Sutton. And for your Northwest Grizzly Boys, number 23, 6'1" junior, Brees Hall.
And those are your starting lineups as given to us by the PA announcer. We'll review them for you for Topeka West. Number 1, Elijah Griffin, 6'1" senior. Corian Carr, number 3. Number 4, Taylor Corbin. Number 22, Dane Struble. And number 31, Kendall Sutton. Sutton is also a senior. Different lineup for the Grizzlies today. Jameer Cups is not expected to play. He's been sick all day, so he's out. Jalen Smith will start, number 1. Number 2, Sincere Bowen will get his first start as a Grizzly this afternoon. Javen Dixon, number 14. Number 20, Lincoln Phillips gets the nod, the 5'10" junior. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 23, Brees Hall, a 6'1" junior. Grizzlies in their home whites. The Topeka West Chargers in their purple uniforms with white numerals and white trim. Grizzlies will play from left to right here in the first half, as they usually do here at home. Grizzlies come in 5-9. A tough loss last night right here in the homecoming game against Bishop Carroll. They're looking to get some of it back here this afternoon. Topeka West wins the initial tip and launches a three-pointer early, rebounded by Smith after the miss. Jalen Smith has the ball taken away from him. And a quick basket by Dane Struble after the turnover. So a turnover cost the Grizzlies 2 points here in the early going. I want to thank you for joining us. They actually started the game early. And this is production on the fly. We conducted our pregame interview with Coach Chadwick 30 minutes ago down on the bench. Quick ran up here, put it together into a video, and was able to show it to you as we went on air tonight, and we hope you enjoyed his remarks. And we thank him for taking the time. There's a miss by Hall and a rebound by Topeka West. Here comes the Chargers right back. And a foul on the floor. That'll go against Brees Hall, I'm sure. It is against Hall. First foul of the game for either team. Joined, as always, by our executive producers. Couldn't ask for a better crew. Greg Darnell and Andrew Fisher, bringing you the sights and sounds of this one. Here's a three-pointer missed by Griffin. Ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to Northwest. And Smith inbounds it to Brees Hall, and the Grizzlies will come back and try to erase this 2-point deficit. If you didn't watch last night's homecoming game, I suggest you catch it on the podcast. The podcast is up. And there's one. Brees Hall almost got it stolen, but couldn't hang on to it. And it will turn over back to, or stay with, I should say, Topeka West. We want to thank all those of you who are watching, especially anybody from Topeka watching the game today. We welcome the students, family, friends of Topeka West who might be watching the game either live or on the delayed podcast. And there were times at a couple of different intervals, perhaps, where your mascot was misread by yours truly. I may have inadvertently referred to your team as the Trojans instead of the Chargers. That was my fault. It was my mistake. When I looked it up on the internet, I actually grabbed the wrong one. We were able to fix it here before the game on the stuff we had pre-recorded, or at least most of it. But if one of them got through, we apologize for the effort. And we also want to welcome anyone from outside the two communities who might be watching today. And there's a basket by Struble. That's his second basket. He's got all the points in the game so far. Smith to Dixon. Dixon into the paint, now sends it back out. Thompson in the game. He puts up a three. It misses everything. And is rebounded by Topeka West. And here come the Chargers back. End to end, coast to coast, and Carrion Carr gets the basket for the Chargers.
30-second timeout. Northwest.
And Northwest takes a quick timeout. Let's go ahead and take one with them here real quick. Grizzlies trail 6-0. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies Boys Basketball.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on three factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Back underway here in Wichita at Wichita Northwest, the Grizzlies and the Chargers. Brees Hall, Northwest has. All right, folks, we're back on with you. You need to drag scoreboard over to here and then punch overlay to get it up top. And there you go. Good job. We're back with you. We apologize. The signal here is not very good today. Getting out of the building. Hopefully we have crashed for the first, last, and only time today. We'll tell you what you missed scoring-wise. Nothing. It is still 6-0. 4:09 remaining here in the first quarter. And the Grizzlies have the ball. We'll reset the lineup for you for the Grizzlies. All the starters are still in. And there's a pass that's intercepted by West. Nice assist. Up goes the ball. He's fouled on the way up. And that'll be Carr going to the line to shoot a pair. He makes the first one. Carr's second shot forthcoming. And it's short. Rebounded by Dixon. So he makes 1 out of 2. It's 7-0. And a turnover will give the ball back to Topeka West. Grizzlies in another big hole early, just like last night. Last night they climbed out of it and took the lead and actually led most of the game. Losing it in the fourth quarter last night. Nice pass to Corbin Keto. Carr thought about putting it up, pulls it back down. Now back outside the arc. Resetting the offense. Sutton with it. Sutton, a long one into Griffin. Griffin puts it up off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Hall and knocked out a play by Griffin. It will belong to Northwest. Brees Hall will inbound the ball for the Grizzlies. 3:20 to go. Grizzlies down 7-0 here in the first quarter. Bowen comes out. Thompson goes in for the Grizzlies. Dixon now back to Hall. Back to Dixon. Oh, and Dixon has it taken away. Nice steal that time by Keto. And a foul by Brees Hall. You're not allowed to ride the back of your opponent in this game. Brees Hall gets charged with his second personal. He comes out. And Zion Jones comes in for the Grizzlies. Foul on Thompson that time. West with it. On the far side is Griffin. Now a whistle away from the ball is another foul. This one's going to be on Jones. 15 foul already now for the Grizzlies. Already shorthanded because Cups is not playing due to his illness. He is in uniform, however. Here come the Grizzlies back. Smith with it. Smith, coast to coast, puts it up underhanded, misses. A rebound and a putback also misses. Grizzlies still with it. And now a foul as Smith went up the third time. Aiden Aldoffer, number 45, is in the game for the Grizzlies. We'll reset this lineup here in just a moment. Smith gets the first point of the night for the Grizzlies. It comes with 5.5 gone in the game. A long scoring drought. Now Aldoffer comes out. Smith will go for his second here and try and cut the margin to 5. And he missed. Rebound by Dixon. He misses it on the putback and the ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Northwest, however. Smith will inbound to Dixon. Dixon puts up a long three, and it's good. Javen Dixon gets the first field goal of the night for the Grizzlies. It's 7-4 now. On the floor for the Grizzlies, Jalen Smith, Javen Dixon, Kamarian Thompson, Lincoln Phillips, and Zion Jones. And there's a nice interception by Phillips. Here come the Grizzlies back. Pass back to Dixon. He lost it, but Smith gets in there. That was a nice play by Jalen Smith. Here's a three-pointer, in and out. Rebound by Jones, misses. And finally, Topeka West comes away with it. 1:40 to go, first quarter. Grizzlies down 7-4. In what has been a very low-scoring first quarter. Here's a long three-point bomb, and it's good by Braden Lee. And it makes it 10-4. We have a whistle before the shot and a foul called. Corbin Kaido guilty of the foul. That's his second. 14 fouls for the Chargers, 5 for the Grizzlies. Dixon up and no good. Rebounded to Jones. Jones puts it up short. Smith trying to wrestle the ball back, but here comes West with it. Here's a long ball. Wow. Braden Lee, for 3 again. He's got 2 3-pointers in the last minute. 13-4. Grizzlies down by 9. Thompson back out to Smith. Both teams coming off tough losses last night. Grizzlies lost at home in their homecoming game after leading going into the fourth quarter. They lost at 57-52. What did I miss? Lincoln Phillips gets himself a 3. Grizzlies with 7 now. Topeka West lost last night at Emporia in a league game. There's another long 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound to Smith. Smith leads one for Jones. Jones puts it up and good. At the buzzer, Zion Jones gets it. We're at the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies trail 13-9. Stay with us. We'll be back. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies Boys Basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Back at Northwest High, not a lot to talk about here scoring-wise. Javen Dixon has 3, as does Lincoln Phillips. Jones with 2, Smith with 1. There's your scoring rack up for your Grizzlies. Braden Lee has 6 points on 2 3-pointers for Topeka. And Dane Struble has 4 points on 2 field goals for Topeka West. Grizzlies will get the ball to start the second quarter on the side. Chance to cut the lead to 2 or less. They're in this. It's only a 2-possession game. Phillips will inbound to Jalen Smith. Smith brings it across the timeline. And here comes Thompson across. Jones with it. Back to Smith. Smith over to Phillips. Now Phillips will dish it back out to Smith. Smith is getting further and further away from the basket. Now he backs up another 3 steps. Running out of real estate back there. Over to Phillips. Playing a little keep away. Now he takes a long 3-pointer off the heel. No good. Rebounded there by Sutton for Topeka West. Over here on the near side, there's a 3-pointer from Carr. How that didn't drop, I'll never know, but it's in and out. Rebound to Smith. Smith into the paint, puts it up, off the glass. No good, but a foul called. Jalen Smith will go to the line and shoot a pair here. Taylor Corbin guilty of the foul. It's his first. It'll send Smith to the line to shoot a pair. And the first one drops after a little bit of work. And that's Jalen Smith's second point. We're going to need a big night out of him, especially with Jameer Cups out of there. Smith's second one is also good. Give him 2. He's got 3 on the night. We're down by a bucket. Press now against Topeka West, and a steal by Jones. He gets it to Smith. Smith will drive, put it up. It's off the glass, no good, but a foul, and I think they're calling a charge on Smith. Nope, they're not. Foul is on Elijah Griffin, his first. Smith will go to the line with a chance to tie it up. First one's good. Dane Struble returns for Topeka West. Jalen Smith will take his second one here. And he's good. So after all that, after being down 7-0, we've tied it at 13. Smith with 5 now. And Topeka West with the ball. Assistant coaching staff for Northwest directing traffic. There's an interception by Thompson. He tried to get it to Jones, couldn't. Up and missing on the lay-in is Corbin. And finally, Sutton gets the basket. It's his first points of the day. Thompson. Dixon for 3. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Jones. Let's do it again. Dixon almost had that one thrown away. Phillips for 3. That's off the glass, missing the rim. It bounced right to Jalen Smith, and he's putting the ball behind his back and saying, let's rethink this, folks. We'll come up with a different plan of attack. Smith puts up a 3 of his own. Good! Jalen Smith gets a 3 ball. He's got 7 points in this quarter. Grizzlies have their first lead of the day, 16-15. Topeka West almost had that one taken away. Putting it up and watching it roll in is Dane Struble. Nice touch by Mr. Struble. He's got 6. Timeout taken. We'll go ahead and take it with him. Come back, we'll be here. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies Boys Basketball.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Hoping for a great halftime for you here this afternoon. We've invited the entire cheerleading squad to be our guests at halftime. So we're going to do some microphone passing around, let them visit with you and tell you a little bit about themselves. Meanwhile, we have 5 minutes of business before that. Grizzlies down by 1. Smith with it. Into Dixon, back out to Thompson. Thompson back into Dixon, across the way to Phillips. Thought Phillips might put up a 3. He comes in, gets a 2 though. And the Grizzlies have the lead again. 5 points for Phillips. West moving the ball around the horn. And there's one up and down by Kendall Sutton. Topeka West gets the lead right back. Phillips for 3. Short. Rebound by Dixon. Sends it back out to Smith. Smith an uncontested 3. That bounces around. No good. Rebounded by Topeka. That ball got a lot of looks at the hole, but wouldn't go in. On the far side. Back up it goes, and it's in it goes from Elliot Marins. 21-18, Grizzlies trail by 3. Jalen Smith. To Thompson and back. Someone trying to draw a charge there. Didn't get the call. Dixon up and no good. I saw the ball in the hands of a purple shirt, but I don't know what happened after that. We have a foul called. We'll see who it's on. The foul is on Marins. His first. Puts the Grizzlies in the 1-1 here. They're in the bonus for the rest of the first half. Grizzlies have 5 fouls. Sincere Bowen getting ready to sub in. Probably going to go in for Dixon. No. Yes, no. And who's Bowen going in for? After he makes the first one? Maybe he's going in for, he must be going in for the shooter. And he makes them both. And yes, he's going in for Smith. Smith comes out, having scored 9 points in this quarter. 21-20, Grizzlies bought down by 1. 3 minutes to go now, till halftime. Here's a three-point launched and scored by Carr. Carr has 6, and the lead is 4 for Topeka West. Dixon with it to Bowen. Bowen to Phillips. Phillips was down there all by himself. Now Thompson for 3, and it's good. Thompson gets his first points of the day. There's a long one by Carr, and it's good. He's got 2 3-pointers in the last 30 seconds. And the lead is 4 again. Oh, there's a pass intercepted. Nice job that time by Griffin. And he'll take it coast to coast, and Bowen looking for a foul, did not get it. It will belong to, yeah, that's right, it belongs to Topeka. I don't know why we were standing there waiting for the ball. Topeka West brings it in. Less than 2 to go now. Carr again for 3. My gosh, that guy's automatic now. 3 in a row for Corey and Carr. The lead is back up to 7 for Topeka West. Dixon on the near side to Bowen. He'll pull it back out. And Bowen is taking some time off the clock, trying to draw Topeka West out of their zone. Now we're moving. Dixon tried to get it back to Bowen. Ball was intercepted. Topeka West will bring it back down now. Carr with it. Dishes it in deep. And with an easy lay-in that time is Griffin. His first points of the day. And the lead is back up to 9. Grizzlies actually led at one point. In this quarter. And they're going to call a charge. What are they calling here? They did. They called a charge on Griffin. That's his second foul. 29 to go here in the first. Grizzlies down by 9. Again, we invite you to stay with us. We plan to bring the entire cheerleading squad up here and let them pass the microphone around a little bit. Brees Hall back in the game, inbounds to Bowen. So along with those two, Lincoln Phillips, Javen Dixon, and Zion Jones on the floor for your Grizzlies. 10 seconds to go now. Ball's out of play. And no, we have a foul called. Foul's on Jones. His second. Nobody has more than 2 for the Grizzlies. Not a great foul to take, however. There's a whistle to play away. We have a turnover, I believe. I believe he stepped on the sideline. So it will belong to Northwest with 2.7 to go until halftime. And there's a long one to Phillips. I don't think anybody touched it. Someone touched it, but no time came off the clock. So we still have 2.7 to go, and we moved a lot closer to the basket. Here's a three-pointer at the buzzer. No good. And that'll do it. We are at halftime. Grizzlies have some work to do in the second half. They're down 32-23. Stay with us for our halftime extravaganza coming up after this quick timeout here. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies Boys Basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Back at Northwest High with you, Kevin Arkin, Andrew Fisher, and Greg Darnell. We're waiting for our halftime guests to make their appearance. They are working their way up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the
Let's turn the laptop just a little bit so that they can see themselves. Ladies, I need you right back here. Right here's good. Okay? The camera, we want you on the camera. The camera's there, and someone is going to take the lead. Boy, are you outnumbered. Over here, ladies, you're not on the camera unless you're back over here in the corner. Okay, you see that little screen there on the monitor? That's what's going out right now, okay? So, folks, we have the Northwest High cheerleading squad here, and I'm just going to hand you the mic. You pass it around. Your name and what year you are.
I'm Lexi, and I'm a junior.
Allie, and I'm a freshman.
Brandy, and I'm a junior.
Becca, and I'm a freshman.
Courtney, and I'm a senior.
Finally, a senior.
Haley, and I'm a junior.
Jasmine, I'm a sophomore.
And we saved the best for last.
I'm Zach, and I'm a sophomore.
Zach, what's it like spending your life? Here, hold that. You hold it up. What's it like spending your cheerleading life with this bevy of beauties?
Well, it's hard to keep them away from me, but it works out pretty well. It's fun. So
are there no seniors here, or was there one? You're the only senior?
Well, here.
You're the only. We'll let you be the spokesman for a minute. So, what's a daily life of a cheerleader like outside of the classroom?
Outside of class, we do what everybody else does: work, Netflix. I don't know.
I'm talking about like practice.
Practice. We have fun. We stunt, practice, cheers.
Do you ladies all go to cheerleading camp in the summer?
Yes.
What's that like? Somebody tell us what that's like.
It's hard. It's long, like 12 hours every day, constantly going.
Okay, pass it off.
Yeah, it's just like a lot throughout the day. We go like at least like 3 or 4 days, get up really early in the morning, and then we practice all the way up until nighttime, just different stunts and stuff for our evaluation day. So it's just a lot of hard work, and we learn a lot.
Where's the camp that you ladies go to?
We've been to K-State, and this summer we went to Emporia State.
Okay. Yeah. Did you go?
Yeah.
You went?
Yeah, I went. I joined kind of late, but I joined in time to go to camp, and they have really good food. At least at Emporia they did. That's the only one I've been to, but yeah.
You know, they say that cheerleading is probably one of the most athletic endeavors that there is in school, comparing it to the other sports. And also some of the most dangerous, because you're flipping each other around and you're climbing up on top of one another. And who's the smallest one in this group? Are you the smallest? Are you the one that's on top all the time? Or do you ever get scared up there? Let's borrow that back.
Yeah, sometimes, but it's fun.
You rely on the strength of the rest of this crew to keep you from landing on your noggin?
Yes.
Well, that's good. You all plan on doing this beyond high school? Any of you want to do this beyond high school? I see some heads nodding. Pass it around. If you know where you want to go to college, tell us.
I'm going to KU.
Okay. Do you want to cheer at KU?
No, I'm not going to cheer. No.
Okay. Don't know. Don't know. There's nothing wrong with not knowing, by the way. I just want you to know that, especially for the freshmen in the group. Okay. So you work hard. You have to keep your grades up, right? What are the grade requirements for cheerleading?
They want us to have, a 3? 2.5, and then we have to go to tutoring if we have D's or F's. So.
Okay, well, great. Now, this isn't the whole crew?
Oh, no.
So why isn't the whole crew here today? Because of the fact that it's an extra game? Or?
Yeah, we didn't know about it till later on, so.
Okay. How many of you are there total?
20.
20 of you, and are you the only male in the whole group? Good for you. Good for you. You lucky stiff. Well, ladies, I wish you the best of luck. It's fun to watch you work. We've gotten you on camera a few times during games, and I thought we'd get you up close and personal for a change and give you a little bit of love going out over the internet. You can watch this later tonight or tomorrow. It'll be podcast, and I'll tell you when we get back off how you can get to it. Where's your coach, by the way?
She's down there, yeah.
We wanted her to come up, too. You were supposed to come up, too, Coach. Help me out. I forgot her last name. Huh? Megan Schumann. That's right. That's right. We suddenly noticed the coach wasn't here.
I figured you just wanted
So, Coach Megan Schumann, make sure you're in the picture there. There you go. So, nice bunch of kids you get to work with.
Yes,
you're
very
blessed.
Lucky, very blessed.
So, tell us a little bit about you.
Let's see. I took on this crazy adventure with my other two co-coaches that I coach with. Katie Sebastian's the head coach, and then my husband and I are assistant coaches. I cheered here a very long time ago.
We won't make you give it away.
No. And then I did not cheer in college, but I have coached competitive middle school, high school, and all-star cheer for the last 20 years.
Wow.
So,
if I can say so, and I'm going to because it's my program, you don't look old enough to have been coaching for 20 years.
Well, thank you.
By any means.
Thank you.
So, well, you're blessed. You've got some great kids here. I've never seen bigger smiles in my life than out of this group.
They're pretty awesome.
We congratulate you and have a great rest of the season. Okay, ladies? Thank you all for being with us.
Thank you.
There's the buzzer. We got just a couple of minutes here, folks, before we bring you the second half of this one. So stay with us, and if I can get our executive producer to cue it up, we're going to take a quick time out here, and then we'll be back with the second half of this one. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies Boys Basketball.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Back at Northwest High, we got a couple of minutes to go here before the start of the second half. I didn't get much of a breather there, but we'll give you some first half numbers here as we have them. I have managed to get the microphone from our halftime interview all tangled in with my headset here. So we'll just do it this way. See, if this was NBC, there would be a union representative doing this instead of me. There we go. All righty. Scoring highlights for the first half. We'll start with Topeka. Elijah Griffin had a pair. 3, 6, 9, 12 points for Corey and Carr. That's a good first half for that young man. Braden Lee was 6, and Dane Struble was 6. Kendall Sutton had 4. And Elliot Marins had a bucket for the Grizzlies. Excuse me, folks. Jalen Smith leading everybody on the Grizzlies squad with 3, 6, 9, 10 points. Marion Thompson had 3. Zion Jones had 2. David Dixon with 3. Lincoln Phillips with 5. And that rounds out the scoring. 32-23, Grizzlies trail. They're playing the game today without Jameer Cups, who's out ill. Was hospitalized earlier today with a high fever. He is in uniform, but is not expected to play at all today. So we're ready to go for the second half of this one. Grizzlies in white will travel from right to left here in the second half. And Topeka West will inbound the ball. And we're underway here in the third quarter. Around the horn it goes. There's a three-point launched by an in. Boy, it rolled in nicely for Griffin. And just like that, we're down by 12. Grizzlies need to come back. They've come back from bigger deficits. They were down by 11 at one point last night and ended up taking the lead before losing it late. So it can be done. Brees Hall's shot is blocked. Topeka West gets it and brings it up the court. Round the horn it goes for the Chargers. And again, we welcome anyone from Topeka watching today on the internet. Hope you're enjoying the webcast wherever you are. Or if you're watching the podcast, welcome as well. There's another three-pointer. This time it's by Carr. And the Grizzlies now down by 15. Rebound goes to Topeka. Griffin passes into the paint. Trying for the dunk and not getting it was Sutton. He does get the layup, though. And it counts the same. 40-23, Grizzlies trail. Bowen now to Smith. Your lineup on the floor is the same one that started the game. Hall, blocking foul. I think that'll be on the floor, and it will be. Your Grizzlies on the floor are Jalen Smith, number 1, Sincere Bowen, number 2. Javen Dixon, who is just now coming out, and he's being replaced there by Aiden Aldoffer. Lincoln Phillips, number 20. And Brees Hall. I think I got them all. Phillips for 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Topeka. Chargers bring it down the court and promptly throw it to the security guard. That'll be a turnover. Grizzlies will inbound, needing to score. They have not yet scored in this quarter. They went five and a half minutes in the first quarter without scoring. And what do we have here? Over and back the call. And it will belong to the Chargers. We again want to thank the cheerleading squad and their coach for joining us at halftime. And I hope the coach doesn't watch that interview, because Megan, I forgot your last name as you were walking up here, and I had to ask somebody while we were on the air. But it's okay, I still love you. There's one up, count the basket, and a foul. Aldoffer gets his first foul. Timeout being taken on the floor. Let's go ahead and steal one with them as well. 42-23, Grizzlies trail. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies Boys Basketball.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Back at Northwest High, Kevin Arkin, Greg Darnell, Andrew Fisher with you. Grizzlies down by a bunch. Need to start chipping away at the lead. 42-23. They trail. 5:07 remaining, third quarter. Smith, Bowen, Aldoffer, Hall, and Phillips on the floor for the Grizzlies. And this is a free throw for a three-point play by Sutton if he makes it. And he does. Sutton has 7 points, 3 in this quarter. Smith brings it across the timeline. Into Aldoffer, who puts it up. Nice touch by the youngster, and there's the first 2 points of the quarter for the Grizzlies. Aldoffer gets his first basket. Bounce pass, now one back to him, and again to Griffin, and this time we have a foul. It's going to be charged against Bowen, I think. It is, and it's his first foul of the game. Thompson comes in, Aldoffer comes out. And a nice takeaway that time by Brees Hall. Over to Smith. Smith puts it up. He's fouled on the way up. The ball doesn't drop, but he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Fouls on Sutton. That's his first. Grizzlies with 3 fouls in this quarter, and Chargers with 2. Smith. First one's up and good. Substitution coming in here for Topeka West. Braden Lee comes back in. And Sutton goes out. Smith now for his second attempt. And he makes them both. Smith has a dozen. Topeka West working on the press of Northwest. Good pressure being applied by the Grizzlies here. And there's another over-the-back foul on Brees Hall. That's his third. I will say that's the second time he's done that. He's getting his money's worth, I'll say that much. On the far side, tried to get it into the paint. Intercepted by Hall. Phillips now for three. Good. Phillips has 8. And the Grizzlies have started to chip away at the lead. And that one does drop. That's Marin's second basket of the game. Here comes Hall. He goes up and he gets fouled on the way up. That foul will probably go on Griffin. Griffin's third personal. It'll send Hall to the line to shoot a pair. First one rims out. Substitution for Topeka as Corbin Kaido comes back in. And Brees Hall will have his second attempt. And he makes it. He makes 1 out of 2. Carr gets the 2-pointer. He's got 17, including 5 in this quarter, and that one goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Topeka. Chargers lead by 16. Moving the ball around. And there's a foul as he goes up. It'll put Dane Struble to the line to shoot a pair. Then the foul is charged to Sincere Bowen. That's his second. First one by Struble misses. Zion Jones, is set to come back in now for Northwest. And the second one is good. Struble 1 for 2. He's got 7 in the game. Brees Hall brings it up the floor. Passes it off to Kamarian Thompson, who's in now for the Grizzlies. Here's a long one by Smith. Nothing but net. Wow. That was long distance for Smith. And we have a foul on the... you think got choices on that one. Looks like it's going to be on Brees Hall. That'll be his 4th. Sure is. Not good. We need him in there. He's going to end up taking a seat, I'm sure. Dixon will go in for him. First free throw by Chris Ellis is good. Dixon comes back in. Ellis will get one more. Second one's off the heel. It's rebounded by Thompson. There's one deflected out of bounds, but it will stay with Northwest. Grizzlies down by 15 here with 2:19 to go in the quarter. Smith looking for some help. Tried to get it out to Phillips, but it was intercepted by Carr, and here comes Topeka West with it now. Nice move to get around Smith. On the near side, three-point bomb by Carr. You obviously can't leave him uncontested. He's got 8 points in this quarter alone. Phillips for three. Nice big three-point bomb by Lincoln Phillips that time. His second of the quarter. And he's answered right away there by Kaido. Smith put one up. Doesn't go. Rebound to Topeka West. Carr going coast to coast. Is fouled on the way up. I believe that's by Thompson. Yeah, it is. Marion Thompson's second foul. There have been technicals assessed. One of them is on Jalen Smith. You guys hear who the other one's on? And they're talking this one over with head coach Brian Chadwick. Bowen's going to go in for Smith. Say what? Did you get two of them? Okay, we're not. Greg and Andrew think Jalen Smith has been ejected, and he evidently has. He is leaving the game. He is leaving the building. So he will leave the game with 17 points, or 15 points. Technical foul shots are being taken by Corian Carr. He's made 3 in a row. Made all 4. Now he's taking a 5th. Or did I miscount? Is 5? Yeah. We missed something up here. He's got 5 in a row. Well, the guy has proven he can shoot free throws, folks. And he finally missed one. So he gets 5 out of 6. And the only thing I can think of is that there was a personal foul plus the 2 technicals. And they were all on, the foul was against Carr, so that explains it. So now we're down by 22 all of a sudden. I'm sorry, that leaves a bitter taste in everybody's mouth. They hate to see technicals to start with. There's 2 misses and a rebound. Finally, now Bowen gets a rebound. Here comes the double team against Bowen, and it's intercepted there by Topeka West. And the lay-in doesn't go, but he is fouled. And Dane Struble will now go to the line. And it's on Bowen as the Makes the first one. Chargers are in the double bonus, by the way, with the technicals counting as personal fouls. That put him in the double bonus. He makes 1 out of 2. Put back, misses. Loose ball on the floor. Dixon finally gets it. Oops. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter, and it cannot end soon enough to suit me. A miss is rebounded by Topeka West. They'll play for the last shot with 17 to go. Carr has the ball. Dishes it off to Kaido. Now back to Marins. Up it goes. Off the horn, off the iron, no good. At the buzzer, we are done, mercifully, with the third quarter. And your score after 3 quarters, Chargers 60, Grizzlies 37. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a moment, so stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies Boys Basketball.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Back at Northwest High, Grizzlies on the short end of a 60-37 score after 3 quarters. They got outscored in that third quarter, 28-16. So even without the technicals and the 5 points that ended up with that, it was still all Chargers in the third quarter. Grizzlies need to mount some offense here and mount an attack to get back in this thing. They are without the services now of both Jalen Smith and Jameer Cups. On the floor for the Grizzlies, Kamarian Thompson, Lincoln Phillips, Blake Chadwick, who has the ball now. It's his first appearance of the night. Brees Hall and, who am I leaving out? Zion Jones over there on the far side. Let's have some fun here in the fourth quarter. Hall goes up and is fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's only the 14th foul of the half for the Chargers. Grizzlies have already put the Chargers in the double bonus. Brees Hall's first one is short. Brees Hall only has 1 point in this game by our unofficial tally. And now he has 2. Under the basket. Brees Hall with a great block. Goes out of play and belongs to Northwest. Chadwick with the ball. Freshman will send it up to Brees Hall. Hall under the basket. And we have a held ball called between Zion Jones and Elijah Griffin. The arrow belongs to Topeka, and they will get the ball under what is arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports. That ball partially blocked on the way up by the Grizzlies. Here comes Chadwick with it. Blake into the paint, dishes it to Jones. Jones driving under the basket, tries to put it up. It's blocked. No foul call. The ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to the Chargers. 7 minutes to go, or inside 7 now. And a foul being called. I think that's going to be on Jones. It is. Zion Jones gets charged with a personal. That's his third. And it will send Topeka West to the stripe in the double bonus situation. Dane Struble will be shooting a pair. And in and out it goes. Zion Jones comes out. Nice work by the young man. He's replaced by Jordan Trotter, number 15. Struble gets 1 out of 2. He's got 8. And over we go here. Chadwick will work it up with Thompson. Gets it across the timeline to Hall, who loses the handle. And here comes Topeka West back with it. And a 12-footer is good that time by Carr. He's got 27 points. Wow. Of course, he got 5 of them on one trip to the free throw stripe. Is that right? 12, 17, 20, 25, 27. Counts up every time. 27 points for Corey and Carr. Grizzlies down 63-38. That one's intercepted but knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Northwest. Lincoln Phillips will inbound the ball to Trotter. Trotter tries a 3, rims in and out, no good. Rebounded by Topeka West. And there's a pass intercepted by Trotter. Nice job by the Grizzlies that time. They've made some good plays in this game. Blake Chadwick is saved by the coach, who calls a timeout. 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll take one with him here. Grizzlies down by a boatload. We'll be back. This is Grizzlies Boys Basketball.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Kevin Arkin, Andrew Fisher, Greg Darnell with you here at Northwest High, 63-38. Topeka West on top of your Grizzlies. In a game where the Grizzlies pretty much lost control of the game, midway through the second quarter. And they're without their 2 big guns, Smith and Cups, both out of the game for different reasons. Cups is ill, and even though he's in uniform, he's not going to play today. And Trotter loses the handle after he goes up. Jalen Smith out of the game with 2 technicals a few minutes ago. Haven't seen the Grizzlies lose their composure much this year, but that was one instance of it, and I'm sure he regrets it. Phillips misses the 3-pointer as it hits off the iron. Topeka West gets the rebound. They come down with it. Griffin over to Carr. Carr, who already has a buttload, gets 2 more. 29 points for that young man. And a nice interception that time by Carr. He feeds it up to Kaido, and Kaido gets himself an easy lay-in. Grizzlies in danger of going down by 30 for the first time this year. Chadwick feeds it into Thompson to Hall, and a nice play that time by the Grizzlies to get the easy lay-in and the easy 2 points, and that's the first field goal of the night for Brees Hall. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with... It'll turn over, to Northwest. Last touch by the Chargers. Blake Chadwick will bring it down the floor. Into Brees Hall. Over to Trotter. Trotter for three. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Kaido. And here comes Topeka West back with it. Around the horn it goes. Now they go into the paint. They bring it back out. Kaido over on the left side. A three-pointer is short. Underneath the rebound by Marins, and he gets the easy lay-in. He has 6 now. Going to see a couple more substitutions here in the waning minutes of this game, and here they come. Coming in for the Grizzlies, 45, Aiden Aldaffer again, and Logan Engelmeyer will make his first appearance of the day for the Grizzlies. Brees Hall and Jordan Trotter will take a seat. So besides Engelmeyer and Aldaffer on the floor, we have Chadwick. Aldaffer gets the rebound. Nice play. Also in the game, Braden Verbeck, number 35 for Coach Chadwick's crew. 2:41 remaining, fourth quarter, 69-40. Grizzlies trail. Kaido with it. There's a held ball, and that should go to the Grizzlies on the alternating possession, and it does. And a blocking foul will send Braden Verbeck to the line to shoot a pair, and he'll have a chance to get on the scoreboard. First one is good. The foul's charged to Corbin. That's his third. Verbeck with a chance to get on the board twice here, and he's short on the second. And a hard foul. Verbeck gets his first foul. This is a double bonus situation for Topeka West, so going to the line here to shoot a pair is Chris Ellis. Chris with 1 point in the game. Make it 2. Misses off the heel the second time. He gets 1 out of 2. Blake Chadwick brings it up. Aldaffer puts it up short, but he's fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line now and shoot a pair. Chance for Aldaffer to pick up a couple points here. First one's good. And he makes them both. 4 points in the game for Aldaffer. Here comes Topeka back with it. Kaido with it. Inside 2 minutes now in the fourth. Held ball called? Yes. It'll go to the Chargers, but a nice play nonetheless. Chargers driving. And a loose ball is picked up on the floor that time by Blake Chadwick, and he'll bring it across the timeline for the Grizzlies. Phillips passes it off. Engelmeyer's shot misses, and it's rebounded by Topeka. And here come the Chargers back as we approach 1 minute remaining in the game. On the far side, now across it comes. And they may be content just to run the clock out here. That wouldn't surprise me in the least. They certainly don't need to score again. $15 to go now. Got to admit, Grizzlies are still fighting hard. 5 to go, and that will do it. We are final here at Northwest High, not the Chargers' finest hour by any means. They drop one to the Chargers. I don't think I said that right, but in any case, they drop one to the Chargers. 70-43. Stay with us. We'll be back to wrap this up in 30 seconds. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies Boys Basketball.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Back at Northwest High, where the Grizzlies have dropped one, a non-league game to the Chargers of Topeka West, 70-43, drops the Grizzlies to 5-9 on the season. I think that's right. Or is it 5-10? They're 5-10, excuse me. I got that incorrect. They're 5-10 on the season. We'll give you the scoring summary here. We'll start with Topeka West. Leading all scorers by a bunch in this game, Corian Carr, 29 points for Topeka West. Meredith had 1. Braden Lee had 6. Kaido had 4. Ellis with a point on a free throw. 14 points for Dane Struble. 7 points for Kendall Sutton. It seemed like he had more than that, but Elliot Mearns with 6 points of his own. For the Grizzlies, they were led by 5. This is wrong. I misadded something. They were led by Jalen Smith, who had 15 before being disqualified on 2 technical fouls in the third quarter. So he did not play at all in the fourth quarter. Kamarian Thompson had 6. Zion Jones with 2. Javen Dixon with 3. 11 points for Lincoln Phillips. He had a nice night. Brees Hall with 4 total. Braden Verbeck had 1. Had 2, he had 1. And Aiden Aldeffer had 4 for the Grizzlies. A tough one, coming off after a tough loss last night to Bishop Carroll. I know that Coach Chadwick was hoping they could sweep over the weekend, and instead they get swept. They've got to pick it all up because it doesn't get any easier. Tuesday night, they go to Heights for the second game of the season against the Falcons. The Falcons beat them handily here earlier in the season. And the Grizzlies are just going to need to get it back. We're going to sign it off here because I'm losing my voice, which is kind of obvious. And thank you all for watching, whether you're watching from Topeka or watching from here in Wichita. We thank you for joining us. We'll be back on Tuesday night pregame at 7:15 live from Heights High. So join us for that City League matchup on Tuesday night. For Greg Darnell and Andrew Fisher, I'm Kevin Arkin. Thanks again for joining us. Once again, Grizzlies drop it today, 70-43. Enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, and have a great weekend.